Hello, greetings to you. How are you doing? And how is your day? Well, this morning I want to talk to us about giving. Yes, giving. Giving. And when I mean giving, I'm not talking about, giving when you have. Only when you have surplus, you have more than enough. No, I am talking about giving out of your inner burdens, giving out of your nothing. You yourself, you know that I don't have. All I have is just the one I have now. Okay? Yet someone is in need. Give to the person. There's nothing bad if the person wants €5 and you are having just €5. Give him €1 from it or €2. The same person we go look for the rest. Don't say because I have just only €5, I can't give him. I don't have. Okay? Because when you talk about giving, it is not what you give when you have surplus that sometimes counts. It is what you give out of your inner burdens that counts. Let's take for instance, when we sow seed, do we sow the whole seed that we have? Do we put all the seeds we have in one hole? No. What do? We put our seeds little in different holes. Because why? If we put all of them inside one hole, it might not even germinate. So we spread it, we share it, we put it in different holes. So that's how you ought to give. Don't wait till, and you see, when you plant those little seeds, they grow and they give you abundance. That's the more reason why you should be able to give out of your inner abundance. Because it is crystal clear, even in the Bible, that Jesus, that if you read the book of is it Matthew or Mark? I can't be specific of the chapter nor verse now, but I know there was this widow Jesus talked about. She gave the little she had. She gave the coins she had. And when she gave that little coins, the Bible says, Christ says she gave more than those that put thousands. She gave more than those that put billions. Because why? Because that was all she had, and she gave it with all her heart. Meaning, if she have more than that, she still would have given more than that. And then I take you to the book of which is actually my focus this morning, to the book of 1 Kings chapter 17, from verse 7 to from verse 7. Just read from verse 7 onward. You see the widow of Zarephath. The Bible talks about the widow in Zarephath. When God said to Elijah, he said, Elijah, look, go to Zarephath. It is true there is famine in the land, but I'm asking you to go to Zarephath, and in Zarephath you will find a widow. She will give you what you need or what to eat. Just go to her. The Bible says Elijah went to Zarephath, and when he got there, he found this widow. And the Bible said when he approached the widow, he told the widow, look, I need something to eat. And the widow said, all I have is just a little morsel of meat, and I'm going to prepare it for me and my son to eat, so that we will die. But the Bible says, Prophet Elijah said to the widow, okay, I heard you, I understand, that's all you have left to eat. But you know what? From it, you are going to prepare me a little cake first from it. Then afterward, prepare the remaining one for you and your son to eat. Excuse me. The Bible says the widow went and she prepared exactly what, and she went and do exactly as Prophet Elijah has told her. And she prepared it. And the Bible says Elijah then prophesied to her and said, look, woman, not until it rains upon the earth from the meal from which you gave me will not dry nor stop to add or to increase, because meaning you are going to eat from it today and continue to eat from it until rains falls on the earth. The Bible says it was exactly as prophet Elijah prophesied unto this woman. What am I trying to say in essence? Now, when you read the scriptures carefully, you'll find out that at that particular time, she was not the only widow that was there. There were other widows. Probably there were even many people who have more than what she had. And let's take, for instance, if she has disobeyed the inner voice of God in her that tells us to give, and when Prophet Elijah came, she refused to give, she would have just eaten that her last and actually died herself and the son after the meal, because that was all they got left. But no, instead she still said, okay, after we are all going to die, if it remains, okay. If it does not remain, it doesn't mean anything. After all, it's all we have. If we can eat one cut from it, you too, you can eat from it. So she went and prepared it. You understand? And the Bible said she got increased from it. So what am I encouraging you to give this money? Give. I know some persons will still say, but madam, please, you are talking mystery here. We don't have. I don't have now. If I have, I will give. Why should I give when I don't have? I don't have. But the truth of the matter is that you think you don't have, but you have something. You think you are with nothing, where you are without anything, but the truth is that you have a lot to give. Because what do you have? What you have is that you might not actually have billions of naira to give to somebody. You might not have millions of dollars to give to somebody. You might not even have the thing that person is asking you to give to the person. But what I know is that you can give something. Do you know sometimes it's not only what we give in kinds that we have to give. We have more than that to give. And sometimes things we give in kind does not last. But rather, they are things that we give from the heart. Things that we give to people from our inside, from our inner being. Those are the things that count. Those are the things that God recognizes. Then you say, okay, what are these things? Your love to somebody is a gift. Your love to somebody is a gift. Is like when you give somebody's love, you have actually given that person something. And how do you give love? Someone is, so pained. Someone needs some consolation. You are able to give that consolation instead of you to say, good for you. You have given something. Somebody is so sad, and you smile at that person. Just cheer the person up, brighten up the day of that person. You have given something. Okay? You might not know, you come across somebody, the person looks somehow. Do you know giving that person a tap on the shoulder, if possible a hug, goes a long way to tell that person that she's not alone in that situation. Even if you're I don't know what's wrong with this voice, but don't mind. Even if you don't know this person before, you cannot continue to go with this person to where he or she is going, or to that particular, to that particular place she wants to get to. But you stop by, just give her that hug, give her little words of encouragement that she's not alone, that when she finally gets to the end of the tunnel, that she will see light again. Do you know it goes a long way for her than billions of euros or pounds or naira you would have given to her. That is just the truth. That is just the fact. You don't need to have everything before you give. Give out of your little. Because another important thing is that when you give when you have, That is actually not giving. Fine, okay, there are people also that give in their abundance with the whole of their heart. Why there are some, they give in their abundance, they still do not give in their heart. And another secret is this: when you don't know how to give out of your little, there is never a way you will be able to give out of your abundance. That's the fact. That's the fact. That's why you see some people, some rich men, some rich people, they'll tell you this person, oh, even though this person has all the money in the whole world, this person is a stingy person. He does not help. He does not give. And when he gives you, know that he's not giving you for nothing. He surely needs something in return. And you begin to wonder, like, well, if this person has all this thing, cannot give, what kind of wealth does he or she has? It is not their fault. That is to tell you that this same person never knew how to give when he was having little. And do you also know that people that doesn't know how to give out of their inner abundance, out of their little, are the same people that does not know how to appreciate, even if you give them everything in this life. That is the fact. If you like, give them your everything, because they never know how to give from their little. They won't appreciate it. They will not appreciate it. That's why you see some people, you give them something, it's as if you use that thing to even bring curse upon yourself. Because nothing like when you give something to people and they appreciate it too from their heart. And God will pour blessings on you. So what am I saying this morning? Give out of your inner abundance. Give in kinds. When you don't really have the money to help, give people. You can also give prayers. You're just saying, oh God, I really would have helped this person, but I don't have. God, please help this person. And from there, God just know that this person actually do not have, because God looks into our heart and God sees our heart. He knows the states of our mind. He knows the states of our heart. He knows when we are actually serious and when we are just, doing shows, doing jagena, all those things. He knows. So don't just go about this 2020 crying, I don't have. Learn to give. Because you know why? It goes a long way to bring back to you a whole lot of abundance of blessings in return in latter times or in the latter years. Because just take it from me, just like when you sow one seed and that seed finally germinates, it gives you multiple seed, multiple harvest. Know that is how it is. No matter how small, you are able to give to somebody. Now, when I tell you give in kind, I remember back then when I was a kid, I want to tell you a story now, my own story, I remember when I was very small, there was a sister. Then she was a big sister. When you see this lady, she's so beautiful. She's fair and she's so beautiful. So whenever she's maybe coming from work or from the market, she will always meet me, maybe my friends in the sand. We are playing, and we'll be playing with sand, And I was very small. I'm telling you, I was very small. She would just look at me and she will smile.